allow me to be as the economy skimmed through Elon Musk's Twitter feed for clues on how Elon Musk intends to operate. One mysterious line stands out: authenticate all real humans. That text tweet vague GUE enough to keep people GUESING. What MUSK has prepared specific enough that offers SEVERAL path as Elon Musk looks to operate Twitter more to his liking. For EXAMPLE, MUSK could seek to require real names on ACOUNTS. Or perhaps Elon Musk may continue to allow PSEUDONYMS require identification or INTEGRATION with third-party services where US ERS are already known. Depending on outcome, plan could have ramifications for TYTERS hundreds of millions of users. Musk needs to authenticate TY Twitter users stems from one of Elon Musk's peace with that platform, SPAM, those that push FRAUD. It's often not hard to find accounts lurking in the replies to Musk's tweets. Many even attempt to tread on his status and lure the unsuspecting impersonating him. It did not help that during summer of 2020, MUSK verified account affected with a widespread default that led to users including former president and KNYE West spreading a scam. Fraud spam Musk has said represent Twitter's single most annoying ANOYING ISUE. Elon Musk's diagnosis may reflect the experiences of a very particular type of US ERER. It so happens that this user will soon control the design of the ECONOMY. As part of his solution for fighting fraud, Musk wants to make it easier to separate real from fake under his proposal to authenticate all real HUMANs. If goal is to ensure that every EVERY NCOUNT is tied to a flesh person, that platform will need some way to verify that they are real. One is an expansion of Twitter's system program currently to receive ads on their accounts. Users have to supply a LI anchor to an official that they're affiliated with, and OFICIAL, or a government-issued form of identification. Elon Musk has stopped short of requiring ID, require that users use their real NAMES. Elon Musk could explore other methods too, such as linking accounts to or relying more more and more difficult for humans to solve. Whatever METHOD Elon Musk choose, while Kerry and other experts said Elon Musk is likely to run into challenges that fall into two main categories: access and privacy. ACCES. ACES is ensuring that all people who wish to use Twitter can get on platform with a system that ties accounts to tying authentication to CONSUMER credit would exclude millions of people, said YORK. Then there's the issue of privacy. While many US ERS may feel they have nothing to hide, a system that forces users to shred their personal identification creates a point of failure. Twitter itself would turn into a much larger target for REPRESIVE, have even reportedly pulled a real law agents to serve fraudulent government requests. Twitter could promise to delete the records. However, it would merely mitigating a risk it created for itself. Privacy issues ISUE, particularly PARTICULARY, worrisome to HUMAN, said KRAPIVA, a ATORNEY at digital rights group Access Now. For people in nations like RUSIA and others where individuals get PRSECUTED for speech, the government or speech covering important topics such as protest, corruption, or war in UKRAINE. A real name POLICY could prove challenging. Mark had some experience with this. The company forced to make changes to ITS name POLICY during 2015 after reviews pointed out that victims and other groups had good reasons to use PSEUDO NYMS. The changes Mark Z raised for reporting fake names and allowed users to provide reasons to company why they avoid using real. This points to how COMPLEX it can remain to translate a simple sounding principle such as AUTHNTICATE, authenticate all real humans, into a functional product feature. ISUE is the goal, or MOTIVATION. IT that humans are COMPLICATED with hard circumstances that fit neatly into squares. After years of TRIAL have already developed important LESON lessons regarding user authentication that could help Elon Musk, said YROK. If Elon Musk merely means things like CAPTCHAS, I think he in for a surprise. He's talked a lot on how he'll get rid of POISON. Twitter's trying to do that for years, and I think he will soon realize it's not an easy ISUE to solve. Poison. What was this? Elon Musk wants to authenticate all real humans on Twitter. Here's what that could mean. That was typed from FUNG, CNN. That was cool. Poison. You like my reading?